So yesterday, frankly, sucked when it comes to SHIB, when it comes to the overall crypto market. Kind of is what it is. Unfortunately, the market, for whatever reason, did not digest the fact that we're the same as we were very well. I don't know if people were anticipating an interest rate decrease yesterday. There wasn't a high likelihood of it anyways. But the good news is that, again, we're on pace to having some sort of changes taking place in September. And frankly, the market is kind of geared up for this nice bounce we've been talking about. In fact, SHIB is kind of dipped down into its bounce zone right now as we speak. So what we're looking at in terms of Shiba Inu is we're still in this descending wedge, still following this trend perfectly. We're still sticking towards the top side of this, which is looking great. And frankly, we're coming down to this long-term trend line in terms of Shiba Inu. This was our resistance on the way up. This was our support on the way down. So right now, this is where SHIB really likes to bounce out of. You guys can see this breach on July 4th and July 5th, and look at how fast SHIB shot up, came back down, retested, bounced again. So right now, SHIB is probably gearing up for like a 20-30% move in a very short period of time. Now, as always, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. Understand that SHIB may not do this all in one day as well. We're kind of waiting for the overall crypto market to give us a little bit of support here. And frankly, BTC is really the reason that we've been on the drop the last few days here. Again, SHIB had an opportunity to breach back here, but then BTC corrected and just continued to drag everything down. But I want to remind everyone that being in this gift zone is a big opportunity. People seem to forget the fact that SHIB has a lot of good metrics playing out for it. All right. We continue to increase holders. We're seeing this removal of supply from exchanges, right? Even Crypto Quant, someone who does in-depth analytics when it comes to assets around the space, they say reserves decrease. There's lower selling pressure right now. In fact, even when we look at Shiba Inu over the last 12 hours, you guys can see it only dropped about a quarter point, whereas many other assets in the space are down 1 to 3%. So SHIB is showing actually a lot of resilience in these ranges, which is great. Now, what I want to remind people as well is just because SHIB is down like 65%, I believe, from the top of this pump here, it doesn't mean that certain things are out of play. All right. You have down about 65%. And I want to really reference back to here in the last bull market cycle. SHIB dropped from basically 4035 down into the 506s. All right. It's a very similar drop. Over what would that be? Almost 60. No, wow. Almost like a 70-80% drop. And then we know what happened 5 months later. SHIB surged to create a new all-time high. That really what it feels like here. It feels like the market is just getting beaten down and beaten down and beaten down. I'm sure people are feeling like their bags are dealing with that same kind of pressure right now. But eventually that pressure leaves, guys. There's only so many sellers in the market. People realize opportunity when it's there. That's why I've accumulated down these levels. That's why I pointed out this gift zone for people. And again, I talked about basically this double dip like we did back here. I keep referencing this blown out version of what we did back here in the early part of the year before SHIB went on a nice surge to the upside. And again, we have a lot of great things, a lot of great metrics working in our favor. Now, as always, there's no guarantees in crypto. I'm sure some people will come in and say SHIB is falling and it's going to fade away and all these things. And the thing is people get pretty quiet when you take your next leg, when you make your next big move. And the market is getting ready for this big move. It's not a question really of if, it's more of a question of when. When is it going to happen? It could be days, it could be weeks, it might not be till September. I'm still feeling like it's going to be right here in August. We talked about it being either late July or early part of August. So we'll obviously wait and see what happens. But SHIB is at a point where theoretically it should bounce. So appreciate you guys as always. As always, this is not financial advice. Do not take it that way, but have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.